What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be checking out some of the most mental, funniest UK headlines.
Something a little different.
Definitely something a little bit different.
I'm excited.
You know, we've done some of the, what do you call them before? Memes
yeah,
and whatnot.
like British, British memes.
Some of our most fun videos have been meme related.
I feel like it. I don't know if you guys feel that way, but I like
We
them.
love them. Yeah. We love memes. We love, funny clips and things like this. And today we're going to be doing it a little bit different, and that is headlines.
Yes, article headlines.
Yeah, and as you can see, we've already got one pulled up here. Rescuers learned that the exotic bird they found was actually a seagull covered in curry.
We've actually discovered in the comments from some of our videos that seagulls are pretty dangerous and scary.
Yeah, they are.
So we're going to have to keep an eye out when we cover.
They're going to steal our first curry.
I'm scared.
Yeah.
A little scared.
That's crazy, though. How in the world does that happen?
He looks mean.
We don't have to deal with seagulls in Indiana.
No.
I mean, when we go to the beach.
Even at the beach, though, it's not that bad.
No, and they
like that.
They never come attacking. You might see them flying over the ocean.
Yeah. Well, they
very
hang
gracefully.
Out the pier.
They do. Right under the pier. They're the birds that are like walking around. Yeah, I don't have much experience with them. But, yeah. All right, let's continue. Pothole near Nottingham is celebrating a second birthday.
Okay, that's not a pothole. That is not a pothole. I mean, for real? That's like this big.
Wait.
Potholes are like, take your tire out.
Wait, what is that? Like, is that serious?
It's probably, it's
you remember those little cakes?
Those are so good. Was it Colin the Caterpillar?
Yes.
M&S?
Yes, we got to try this one time. They are good. And I've heard they're very famous.
Yeah.
But like, you're right. Those things are, the cakes are kind of tiny.
Although there are full-size ones, so maybe it's full-size.
Okay, if that's a full-size one, that's a bigger hole than we may think. But
it still doesn't look that big.
Sewer was blocked by large poo.
Oh my gosh. This is like a Two Ronnie skit.
And yes, I was just thinking that. Wow.
Oh.
Sewer was blocked by large poo. All right. Like that you can't make that up.
You can't get much more British.
Yes, that's amazing.
The poo is British, so.
Yeah.
Dead leopard
on the A646 turned out to be some tarts coat.
Oh my gosh.
People actually thought that was a tarts.
I can kind of see it.
I can see it too.
Like if you're driving,
I can see it too.
It's got a tail.
The British part about this is some tarts.
Is a tart like a woman of the night or like a tart?
I don't know what it means, guys. What does tart mean? I know it's something like kind of a bit derogatory. You say to someone. I don't know exactly what it would be like compared to what we would say. All right, we're gonna look this up.
Tart. Okay, a tart in UK slang is very informal, disapproving. A woman who intentionally wears a type of clothes and makeup that attract sexual attention in a way that is too obvious. Okay, so like a hoe bag.
Okay.
Oh, old-fashioned slang of female prostitute. So I was pretty right.
All right. So, all right. That makes sense. All right. Let's do it.
Man stopped by police found to have been driving without license for 72 years. Wow.
He said he started driving when he was 12.
Oh my God. He admitted to that?
The bigger thing about this story is the fact that he must not have been pulled over by police for 72 years. Yeah. Never been in a traffic stop, an accident or anything.
At that point, can you really charge him with much? Because he's a sweet little old man at this point.
Yeah, he's got to be mid-80s. And
leave him alone.
He's never had any issues, obviously.
I think that's pretty telling. He must be a really safe driver.
Yeah, he must be a really safe driver.
School bans bags, so boy turns up
books in a microwave.
Bans bags, like book bags?
Yeah, I guess so.
How are you supposed to carry your books without a bag?
Well, yeah, don't they take their books home?
Why are they banning bags?
Entire pavement stolen overnight from village.
What? How much square footage are we talking here? An entire
look all the way down.
Pavement.
Okay, is this
why?
Yeah, the pavement there is obviously like stepping stone type pavement.
Yeah.
So, you know, I find that interesting that what we call sidewalks, they call pavement. Mm-hmm. Pavement. Do you call it pavement or pavements? Like plural. If you're talking about one sidewalk, I guess it would just be pavement.
Pothole deep enough to fit a person standing up?
It's a safety concerns.
Oh my goodness.
You think? You think?
Yeah, that's kind of scary.
This dude could live in this pothole.
How many kids have fallen in there?
Oh my goodness. I have never seen a pothole like this. Except maybe if you go to Michigan, maybe you'll find potholes like this.
Yeah, Michigan's bad.
I've heard Michigan's absolutely horrifying.
Yeah, bad potholes.
Durham's pretty bad for... Was it Durham? I think it was Durham. Durham is really bad for potholes too.
Deep enough to fit a person. Oh my goodness.
That's insane. How many birthdays this pothole?
Girl discovers weird tasting chocolate advent calendar she'd been eating was meant for cats.
I just thought she was being picky.
Poor thing. Eat it.
Is this the girl?
Probably.
And is this her actual look when she found out?
Probably.
This whole time.
Poor
it was
thing.
weird.
She was trying to tell her mom.
An American parents say their children are speaking in British accent after watching too much Peppa Pig.
I've heard that.
Have you really?
Yeah. Sophia never really got into Peppa Pig that much, but I've heard from other parents in like groups I'm in, especially like the Yodo group. Like they have cards.
Well, Yodo is British.
Yeah.
It's a British brand.
So there's a lot of British content, and that group, a lot of American parents are saying their kids started talking in a British accent. But apparently it also goes the other way because like I've seen in our comments when we've talked about this before, they say that the same goes the other way, like their kid will talk in an American accent.
When it comes to Brits speaking an American accent, what American accent is actually the easiest for Brits to do on average?
That's true, because I feel like when you hear a British accent, most Americans go to like the London received pronunciation type accent.
Yes.
Like the more
interesting.
posh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, which we know there's many
British
accents.
Yeah. And so like, let us know, guys. What do you think? You know, if you're British, what American accent would be the accent that most Brits would be able to do the best?
Whoa.
Mom threatens social service because she has huge eyebrows. What is that? What is that? What is going on there?
Threatened with social services. Okay, for one, why would that be cause for social services?
Yeah, I don't get that, but like
poor fashion taste.
Look, like
maybe her parenting's okay.
Yeah, like I have no idea about parenting. That's not the concern here. I'm concerned about why in the world.
And what does the neck tap mean, or like the neck drawing?
I've seen that symbol. I can't think of what it looks
like a rune.
It looks like a trail. Like a trail,
like a campground symbol, with the picnic table in the tent.
It does, but is it in the UK? That's on like the Cotswold Way or something. I don't know. Like that.
Is she trying to say she's been traveled many times?
Hey. No. I don't know what that is. I just know it looks familiar. But like, what is going on with the eyebrows, man? Like, what?
Again, bad fashion taste, but does that really mean she needs social services called?
Girl.
To each their own.
To each their own. You can do what you want to. I'm all good. I just don't quite get it. I'm a little bit confused. What?
Anyway, moving on. Moving on.
Okay. They've not posted this one well, but basically some threatened to call social service because of her eyebrows. That's what it said.
Why, though?
Yeah, like, why? I don't get it. I think it's unusual.
There's got to be more to the story.
Yeah, there's got to be more to it. Yeah. If you know what's going on with this, let us know. Never seen eyebrows like this before in my life.
Mom claims speed of aggressive Aldi cashier left her crying and shaking. Oh my gosh, why do I feel like this is relatable? Like, I wouldn't be crying and shaking, but like sometimes as cashiers, they're like, get out of here.
Get out of here now.
Throw it your stuff. Almost lost the light. But seriously, it does get a little aggressive. I could see that.
Bubba catch.
And then the most awkward part is you're left there with all your laying at the end of the register,
Yeah.
and you gotta hurry and try and put it in a bag. Like, you feel everyone's waiting on you, and you're like, I'm trying.
People sticking random objects up their bums is costing the NHS £350,000 a year.
Hey, that's what happens when you have free health care. People can be reckless. It must be a pain in the... Oh my goodness. I would like to see how that compares to US, like, equivalent. Like, because I know it's a big problem in the ER.
$350 million.
No, it's $350,000.
No, I'm saying in America.
Oh.
Yeah. Good times, guys. Oh, that was kind of near the height of COVID, so like people were just
bored
at home, and yeah, I guess that's what was going on.
Lord.
Mom in hysterics after she records baby saying, "All right, bruv," as its very first words.
Oh, I feel like that's a totally British thing.
Okay, I was about to say, can you get more British than that, guys? The baby's first words. I can't even do the accent. Can you do the accent?
All right. Wait, what type of accent is this?
I don't know which British accent it would be.
Maybe, all right, bruv. I don't know.
That was...
all right, bruv.
All right, bruv. Can you imagine that baby's first words?
All right, bruv. No.
Oh, man. I'm a little jealous. I think that would have been hilarious if that was Sophia's first words. Really cute. That would have been very cute, yes.
I'm glad she got it on film.
Yes. I wish we could hear that, actually. Teenagers offer free squirts of hand sanitizer at Shopper and Bradford, but it's super glue.
Oh,
the group of boys was seen approaching multiple people outside Morrison's Supermarket at 5 Lane Inns in Bradford.
I have to be honest. If I see, no offense to any teenage boys if you're watching, but if I see a group of teenage boys going around just Goodwill offering free squirts of something, I'm going to be a little suspicious.
If your sign just says free squirts, yeah, I want a free squirt, give me one.
No, but I'm just like, seriously.
No, I think that's because you've watched far too many prank videos.
Yeah, that might be it.
Like prank channel, yes. Very suspicious. You got to get very suspicious nowadays. Yes.
Super glue. That's awful.
Yeah, that's horrible. I don't know why that question is on the form in the first place.
Grandfather banned from U.S. holiday after accidentally taking terrorist a visa for.
Wait, hold on. Wait, there's a box on a passport application.
Like a visa.
Oh, a visa. There's a...
He wanted, like, his family was coming to the U.S.
Yes, I get
vacation.
that. There's a box on there that asks
I am a terrorist, yes or no? Like...
Okay, guys, if you've been to the U.S., is that actually a thing? I mean, maybe it is, but, like when we've gone to, like... Southeast Asian countries, we were never on any passport visa or any visa. We never had to like tick something like that.
I remember.
I would have remembered that.
Why is that a question?
Okay, that's just
trying to catch
weird.
People like
yeah, it's a little bit weird. Okay.
Oh Lord. Liam Gallagher thought he had coronavirus, but his house was just hot. It's scary. Oh my goodness. I don't know who Liam Gallagher is, but he looks like a sports guy.
Yeah, he does look like a sports guy, actually. Yeah, he absolutely does.
Confusing and scary.
That's hilarious. Yeah, the poor guy, man.
Don't look back at anger. It's an Oasis member.
Okay.
Oxford
House with shark sculpture on the roof made heritage site despite owner's objection. What?
I don't get it. Honestly, it looks like it's not supposed to be there. It looks like the roof is caving in. So I don't know what the story is here.
Okay.
Like, how did the shark get there?
Yeah, I have no idea what this is. Okay. That is a bit mental to have a shark hanging outside your roof. I will say that this headline is
in your roof.
Yes.
Irish barista ends up in hospital.
Holding in farts around boyfriend for 2 years.
How is that even possible?
2 years, that must be possible.
Like, are you guys just together 24/7, 365 and you can't let it out anywhere else? Like, what's going on here?
What is that song, that Disney song? Let it out. Let it out. Oh, let it go. Let it
that
out.
Would be your version.
Let it out. Ooh.
2 years.
2 years. All right. A woman travels 500 miles to take easiest driving test on Scottish Island, but fails.
Oh my god.
This camper from London traveled 500 miles and boarded a ferry to the Isle of Mull, where she borrowed a local's car in the hopes of passing at a test center with a 90% pass rate. Oh, and she failed?
That's crazy that you guys can go to literally anywhere in the UK to take your driving test.
That's interesting. So if you're, say,
is that for real?
In England, you can actually go to Scotland or Wales or maybe Northern Ireland, I don't know.
To take the test?
That's interesting.
You would think you would have to be like a local.
Now, yeah, but like...
Can we do that here?
Well, we can go anywhere in the state.
Yeah.
But you can't go, like if you're a citizen, a resident of Indiana, you can't go North Carolina.
Next door.
Yeah.
Also, how did the news get word of this? Like, did she tell them?
I wouldn't tell anybody, man. Like, I'm keeping that wrapped, man. Ain't nobody gonna know about that. And she would walk 500 more. I was thinking that. I would walk 500 miles. You know that song, don't you?
Yes, I was just singing it.
Dwarf-handed crayons and coloring book as couple sat down for a minute dinner.
How is this? How do these become news articles?
like seriously, like
do these people write into the newspaper and like want to share their story?
Hey, look at us! Look what happened.
I don't get it.
Or are they sitting there in the corner just waiting for a news story at a restaurant? Like it's just how does this happen? Couple in the photo seems awfully cheery about it.
They do.
They do. They seem happy about the situation. All right.
Man spent 2 years
building a tunnel from house to shed to avoid rain.
Oh my gosh. Seriously?
What?
He spent 2 years building an underground tunnel from his house to his shed.
Just to avoid the rain?
Wouldn't it be muddy in the tunnel? I would rather just enjoy the rain.
I don't know how far the shed is away from the house, but considering he built a tunnel, I'm guessing not miles, it's not that crazy far. Wouldn't it be better just to build some sort of overhead, like awning or something thing?
Walkway thing.
Yeah, like a covered walkway.
It would be much more enjoyable to walk on than an underground muddy tunnel.
I will say I'm a fan of underground things like that though.
I'm not.
Like I'm claustrophobic. I don't want to be under one I can't get out of easily. But like the idea of like these underground bunkers and stuff like that fascinate me.
Yeah.
I really want to look into some of those.
I mean, it's fascinating, but I don't want to be in it.
Motorist caught driving 130 miles per hour on M25 claims he was speeding to avoid catching corona.
What?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, come on. I hope that wasn't serious. I hope he wasn't serious.
Seems to be pretty serious.
Speeding to avoid catching coronavirus. Oh dear.
Okay. All right. You do you, bro. You do you. Is this a tunnel? I think that is a tunnel.
Greg, sorry for swapping Jesus for sausage roll.
What?
And there's
What?
eating Greg's. They're getting scandalous.
Oh, man.
For a sausage roll.
A sausage roll?
Yikes. Yeah, a little.
How'd that happen?
Very intentionally.
Yeah, I guess so.
Parents baffled by London's dullest playground. There's just one yellow piece of metal.
Wait, what?
Why? Like, what is even the point? Just don't put anything.
This is a playground?
Man hospitalized after eating 8 kilograms of Donner kebab meat.
Kebab meat.
Donner?
Donner?
Is that Donner?
I don't know what that means, but okay.
Is it reindeer?
Donner and Blixen.
Yeah, that's what I can think of. Or Donner Party of da-da-da. Like, remember the movie with Robin Williams? The Donner Party?
I kind of know what you're thinking, but I can't think of what you're saying. I know what you're saying, but I don't remember what it was.
I thought it would be a laugh.
You thought it would be a laugh.
What is Donner kebab meat?
I don't know, but that's a lot of meat. Yorkshire dad who needed therapy for 54-pound fish and chips says he is slowly recovering. The grumpy Yorkshire man was left trying to accept therapy after paying London prices for fish.
Okay, first of all, that is an exorbitant, ridiculous price.
That's insane.
But, really, therapy?
Wait, why would he need therapy for what?
I'm sorry.
Am I misunderstanding? What is this? He needed therapy because he paid a lot for some fish and chips?
I guess he needs anger management or something. I don't know.
Well, didn't he know how much it was going to cost when he went into it?
I don't know. You would think, but...
Okay. All right. Don't know. Okay. All right. Former EastEnders actress Tracy Ann Oberman slams pretentious restaurant after her husband accidentally eats napkin.
What? How? Okay, again... How do these things make the news? Are these people going to the news themselves to admit these things? Like, if you accidentally ate a napkin, I'm not going to publicize it to the world. Like, what?
Guess what my husband did? Guess what he did at this restaurant? He ate a napkin.
I mean, is it a paper napkin, a cloth napkin? I feel like that's a very important distinction.
Yeah.
Paper is much easier to eat than cloth.
The paper is going to digest some.
Yeah,
the cloth is not going to digest. This man's going to end up at the hospital.
Not that we want that for him.
No.
Just I don't know how this stuff happens.
Yeah, that's a bit weird. Okay. Zoo separates 5 parrots after the birds were caught encouraging each other to swear at guests. Are you serious?
Oh my gosh.
That's a thing. That's a thing. Have you ever had a parrot?
No.
Yeah.
My grandma used to have a cockatiel, which they talk.
Yeah.
So he used to sing the Andy Griffith song. Yeah, he used to whistle that.
I used to watch that all the time when I was growing up. I loved that show as a kid.
Man, fine for
The ghost in Portsmouth Cemetery. Police spokesman said witnesses complained about Anthony Stoller throwing his arms in the air and saying, "Woo!"
I feel like so many of these things are just instances of people needing to just ignore and move on with their life.
But why was he fine? He's just
exactly, that's my point. Like,
I mean, at the worst, it was a innocent prank.
The only thing I could see is like if someone was having a funeral and he was being disruptive like that. But if it's just any old day and somebody having a ridiculous fun, like he ain't hurting anyone.
Nah, he's not hurting nobody. Seagulls are getting drunk on leftover booze and throwing up on firefighters. One was so drunk it fell off a roof.
Oh my goodness. Your seagulls are out of control over there.
Yes.
I don't know what is going on.
Yes, your seagulls are crazy compared to ours. Our seagulls don't do anything. They just sit there and they're just walking across the beach.
Maybe dive bomb.
Yeah, yours are diving in the curry.
On the sand, but...
Yeah.
Posted 1 minute apart.
It's official. Liverpool is the safest place to live in the UK. Police were called after members of the police spotted her with the axe.
Girl 14 caught with the axe. Oh my gosh.
Okay, but hold on.
They literally posted them a minute apart.
Hold on, but a girl was spotted with an axe. I want to know what she was doing with the axe. She's just, I don't know why. Why would she be just sitting there in the park with an axe?
Yeah.
I mean, at the very least, she's either planning on
trying to intimidate people
or she's gonna go after a tree.
Don't come after the trees.
No, don't come after the trees. That upsets me. Well, I don't want to come after people either.
Right.
I'm like, how dare you? Don't go after those trees.
Anything but the tree.
I've got Sycamore Gap tree on my mind lately, but yeah. So. How is a girl supposed to chop wood these days?
Yeah, maybe she's just really into axe throwing or axe wood chopping. Or
yes, something. Very true. Maybe. Yeah. Well, then she shouldn't be doing it in the park though.
True.
She needs to get her own wood.
Your own property.
Drink driver, 29, tried to fool police by swallowing hand sanitizer for a breath test without realizing antibacterial gel contained alcohol.
Oh my gosh. So they were trying to mask their breath.
They were trying to mask their breath.
With more alcohol. Ew, that tasted horrible.
And the Darwin Award goes to... Yes, guys, absolutely love this.
Yeah, that was fun. We'll have to do more in the future, I'm sure.
Yeah, I love memes. I love headlines, obviously. I just find this type of thing so hilarious. I love the real world type of stuff.
Yeah.
The unexpected, the mental, if you will.
The glimpse into
British culture.
Yeah.
You can't really get a better glimpse of a culture than the stuff like
the stuff that makes news.
Yeah, right. And just like the meme type stuff, because a lot of this would be considered kind of meme-ish, even though it wasn't technically memes.
And granted, we do realize that not all your headlines are like this. This is just a compilation of...
These are supposedly mental, which I see that as mental.
Right. I'm just saying I'm not under the... impression that this is what your news is like around.
I don't think your average news story is stuff like a seagull jumping into
such
curry.
An off-the-wall thing.
Yeah, but you got to have these within life. It's the spice of life, literally, in this case. Curry covering a seagull. But guys, we love this type of topic. Let us know in the comments what we should check out next. In terms of the meme-ish headlines, and all that sort of thing. This is something kind of off the wall, the headlines, just something I thought of the other day. I wonder what some of the craziest, funniest British headlines would look like. And we're obviously surprised in some cases, shocked in others, and most of them were pretty funny, to say the least. And all of them were rather mental.
Unique.
Yeah, but guys, let us know what we should check out next in terms of this type of topic. Is there something that is kind of similar to headlines that we're not really thinking about at the moment? Can you think of anything kind of in this kind of genre of memes, funny headlines, that type of thing? What's another category within this category? Yeah, I don't either. So we got like funny clips, just like kind of the TikTok-ish thing. We've got the memes, we've got funny headlines, but there's got to be something else within this, like something that's very off-the-wall British, funny British.
That shows a good picture of British culture.
Yeah, shows British culture.
Every day. I mean, the street interviews are kind of like that.
Kind of, yeah.
But we haven't really watched as many funny ones. Like, nothing too funny.
Yeah, so if you have any ideas of what we could explore next in this sort of genre, if you understand what we're saying, please let us know in the comments. But I think that's it for us today, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please click that like button. Feel free to drop your comments or suggestions about this video or others. And don't forget to subscribe to continue to follow us on our journey to discover anything and everything about the UK and Ireland. Until next time, guys. Peace.